Welcome into the BSN Nuggets weekly breakdown presented by Frosted Leaf.
Frosted Leaf, Denver's most innovative dispensary, has the hottest strains, no lines, no wait, and a self-paced direct shopping experience that allows a fast yet comfortable transaction without the awkwardness of a waiting room. Come check out Frosted Leaf's 3 Denver locations and download their app on both Apple or Android.
I'm Allie Monroy, and alongside me is BSN Nuggets beat writer Harrison Wind. The Denver Nuggets have officially clinched a playoff berth for the first time since 2013. On the broadcast after the game, Nikola Jokic said that this isn't all that special for this team. Do you believe him?
Somewhat. I think I believe him in the sense that this team has a lot bigger goals than just a playoff berth. Yeah. They want to go a round or two in the Western Conference playoffs. They want to see how far they can take this thing. But I don't believe him in a sense because this playoff berth is a huge accomplishment for these guys. I mean, think about where this organization was, where this team was when Nikola Jokic got here 4 years ago. They've come such a long way from that. So I do believe him in a sense that this team still thinks they can achieve a lot, and this in a sense is just the start of things. They want to see what they can do in the playoffs, and I mean, let's be honest, the playoffs, that's what matters in this league. Nobody remembers what you do in the regular season. It's all about what you do in the playoffs, but no doubt, this is a huge accomplishment that they should definitely savor and celebrate, which they did.
They did. Well, the Nuggets beat the Celtics in Boston for the first time in years Monday night. What stood out to you the most from that win?
Yeah, there are so many things to take away from this one. The thing I'll remember probably is what Nikola Jokic did in this game. Modest stat line for him, 21 points, but he dominated this game in the fourth quarter. He scored 6 points, really helped close this game down the stretch. Also defensively, he had 3 blocks in this game. 2 came against Kyrie Irving at the rim, and that's been kind of the one knock on him over the years. How is he going to be as a rim protector? But this was one of his better defensive games of the year, I thought. So he just closed out another game for this team down the stretch as he's done all season. I think he's an MVP candidate, but defensively, I thought it was really impressive what he did.
The Nuggets are on a 4-game win streak, but geez, have they been cutting it close. I mean, 2 of those wins came in the last 10 seconds of the game. What do you think this team needs to improve on to stop giving fans a heart attack every night?
Yeah, we'll get used to it because I think the playoffs are going to be close all the way through. They're not going to be blowing out anybody by 20, 30 points most likely. But Denver just has to avoid those quarters like they had last night, even in that third quarter where they just let up a little bit. I think they had 6 turnovers in that third quarter. So it's just being about being consistent all the way through. I mean, that's tough to do, especially on the road in an environment like Boston with those fans and against a really good team like Boston. But trying not to have those letdown quarters, that's probably the key there.
The Nuggets continue their road trip out east as they take on the Washington Wizards and the New York Knicks on a back-to-back Thursday and Friday night. What will you be watching for in those matchups?
Yeah, I want to see if there's going to be a letdown or not. This is an emotional high, clinching a playoff berth for the first time in the Michael Mullen era, for the first time since 2013. Now you go up against 2 teams in the Wizards and the Knicks who aren't probably going to be in the playoffs this season. So you want to make sure you don't have a letdown and you kind of keep that energy really high. Maybe what Nikola Jokic said is a good omen, that they're not satisfied. They're not going to look at this playoff berth as, all right, we've accomplished everything. Now we can take our foot off the gas. So I'm curious to see if they, keep the momentum going.
With 13 games left in the regular season, the fight for that #1 spot in the West continues, so be sure to catch all of our coverage on bsndenver.com. For Harrison Wind, I'm Allie Monroy, BSN Denver.